AITA for refusing to give my brother our inheritance after everything he did to the family? AITA for refusing to give my brother our inheritance after everything he did to the family? I, 32F, never thought I'd be the kind of person who would fight over money, especially not with my own brother. But when our parents passed, I realized that grief and greed can twist people in ways you never expect. My brother, Ethan, 35M, has always been the golden child. Even when we were little, Mom would beam at his report cards while Dad proudly told everyone how Ethan's got a bright future. Meanwhile, I was the quiet, responsible one. The one who did the dishes, managed the bills when they were behind, and stayed home when our mom got sick. When our parents died last year, I was the executor of their will. They left us both equal shares of everything: the house, the savings, even the old lake cabin. But there's something I didn't expect. Ethan didn't want to share anything. He said, "You don't deserve half after what you did to this family." And that's where everything started to unravel. At first, I thought he was just emotional. We just buried our parents, and tension was high. But Ethan wasn't grieving. He was angry. The first week after the funeral, he refused to return my calls. When I finally showed up at his place to discuss the estate, he practically slammed the door in my face. Apparently, he'd already contacted a lawyer, one of Dad's old golfing buddies, to contest the will. His claim? That I manipulated our parents into naming me executor and ensuring I'd get the lion's share of the inheritance. I laughed when I first heard it, because it was ridiculous. Our parents were meticulous about paperwork. Everything was split 50-50. The only difference was that the house was under my name temporarily, since Mom's illness meant she couldn't handle legal stuff anymore, and Dad wanted someone organized to manage it until probate cleared. But Ethan took that as proof that I was scheming. He even told our aunt that I brainwashed Mom into cutting him out, the woman who changed his diapers and literally co-signed his first car loan. And suddenly I'm some evil mastermind? Then things got worse. A month after the funeral, I went to the family house to pick up some of Mom's jewelry for appraisal, only to find the locks had been changed. Ethan had moved in. Without telling me, he claimed he had squatter's rights because he was the eldest child and rightful heir. I can't even describe how surreal it was, walking up to my childhood home and being told I wasn't allowed inside. He'd moved his girlfriend in too, the same girlfriend who, last Christmas, called our mom a control freak for asking her not to smoke inside. I stood on the porch, holding a box of documents, and Ethan actually said to me, "You had your chance to take care of Mom. You chose your career instead. This house is mine now." That hit hard, because it was a lie. When Mom got sick, I did take care of her. Ethan visited twice in 6 months, bringing store-bought flowers and acting like a hero for showing up. I was the one who took unpaid leave, bathed her, managed her meds, and watched her fade. And now, after all of that, he was claiming I abandoned the family? The legal process dragged on for months. Ethan refused to communicate directly, so everything went through lawyers. Every time my attorney called, I could feel my stomach twist, because Ethan was getting personal. He started saying things like, I stole jewelry, forged signatures, and emotionally abused our parents. At one point, he even posted about it on Facebook, a long self-righteous rant about greedy siblings and false daughters. Family friends started messaging me, asking what was going on. I wanted to scream. But here's the part that changed everything. When my lawyer requested access to Dad's bank statements to finalize probate, we found multiple unexplained withdrawals. Thousands of dollars missing in the months before Dad died. Transfers labeled as loan repayment. The account they were going to? Ethan's. When I confronted him about it, he said Dad loaned him money for a business investment. But he couldn't produce any proof of that. No paperwork, no emails, nothing. And the investment? A cryptocurrency scheme that went bankrupt. My heart sank when I realized what happened. Dad didn't loan Ethan anything. Ethan had manipulated him, convinced him it was temporary, and drained the savings account while Mom was hospitalized. I don't even think Dad fully understood what was happening. He just wanted peace, and Ethan knew exactly how to play that. So when the estate was finally settled, and I got control of the remaining funds, I made a decision. I refused to give Ethan any of it. When I told him, he exploded. He called me every name under the sun: manipulative, heartless, ungrateful. He said I was stealing his legacy, and that I'd regret destroying what's left of this family. I told him calmly, "You already did that, Ethan." He didn't like that. He threatened to sue again. But when my lawyer reminded him that there was evidence of financial misconduct, those withdrawals, he went silent. Instead, he turned to emotional manipulation. He sent me messages late at night saying things like, "You're really okay keeping everything after what I've been through? Mom would be ashamed of you. I just want my fair share." His fair share. The same guy who robbed our parents blind while pretending to be the good son. The thing is, even now I feel conflicted. Because despite everything, he's still my brother. Part of me keeps hearing Mom's voice saying, "Family forgives." But another part of me remembers sitting in that hospital room, holding her hand, while Ethan was out at a bar posting pictures with his friends. He didn't show up until 2 days before she died, and when he did, he cried about how hard it's been for him. I remember looking at him and thinking, he's only here for the guilt points. So no, I didn't send him a check. I kept the inheritance, every cent of it. I sold the house, closed the accounts, and donated a portion to the cancer charity that helped Mom in her final months. I thought that would be the end, but 2 weeks ago, I got a letter. Ethan is getting married, and he invited me. Inside the invitation, he'd handwritten, "Let's put this behind us. You can give me my half as a wedding gift." I almost laughed out loud. After everything, the lies, the manipulation, the smear campaign, he still sees me as his personal ATM. I haven't replied yet. My husband says I should just block him and move on. My therapist says that cutting ties is healthy when family becomes toxic. But I still feel guilty. Guilty that I'm the one holding all that money, even though I know he doesn't deserve it. Guilty that I might be proving him right. That maybe grief did make me cold. And now I'm here, wondering, if I don't go to his wedding, I'll look like the bitter sister. If I do go, he'll expect money. If I send nothing, he'll drag my name again. If I send something, I'll feel like I betrayed my parents all over again. So here I am, Reddit. I'm the sister who watched her parents die, cleaned up the mess they left, and tried to protect what was left of their legacy. Only for my brother to call me a monster. Maybe I should have given him something, just to keep the peace. Maybe I'm being vindictive. Maybe I'm doing exactly what he always accused me of, holding a grudge. But after everything he did, am I the asshole for refusing to give my brother our inheritance after everything he did to the family?